Good morning, all my machine heads, and welcome back to Meadow Grove Farm Extended. We are here bright and early on day number 2. We finally made it. It is a cold, blustery 37 degrees out Fahrenheit, and we have some work to do today. We have to go down and feed our cows and water our cows and clean them up and get them ready. And then I'm going to head down to the shop and get another fertilizer spreader, because Fury did his research and found out they do make fertilizer spreaders for the front of tractors that go on the front, or you can mount them on the front. I kind of figured they don't make liquid fertilizer that way. It always has to have hoses and stuff in the back. But like I explained to you guys yesterday, this runs the spreader just like you would little spreader in your house when you're using your salt machine. But enough of that. Let's get into that. I'll explain it as we go. Let's get into this here. So how's everybody doing today? I'm doing awesome. I'm doing fantastic as usual. Turn our lights on since it's a cold, dark 6 o'clock in the morning. We also have to head down to the, that's the word I'm looking for, the shop. And we have to get a bucket for our telehandler so we can clean our cow's pen up. Let's stop here. And we'll head in here, give them some water. Make sure this is not frozen. As you guys can see, we're now on day 2, and we're at a growth stage. We've already growth staged our grass. Also have to really figure out customize this, and we're gonna keep everything the same except for I don't think that works. Okay, so we're going to sell this, because I have to get one that hooks to my telehandler. I mean, I don't have to. My headphones quit working there for a minute. All right, so we got some water. Let's head over here. Now, as you can see, we have to come in here and clean it. This is where the spillage happens. If you have manure, straw, this is where it comes in right here. Now, we don't have any straw. We didn't give them straw yet. It's still spring. Huh. A bale sitting there. That's crazy. All right, so let's head down to the store and get us forgot you can do that from in here. All right, so let's get this all set up, and we can get our steering wheel going here. So welcome everyone to the Realistic Farming channel for Farming Simulator 19, where we use our real tractors, we use our real equipment, we have realistic tutorials, and we have a real lot of fun. So a little story for everyone, not necessarily a story, but a subscriber, Russell, I'm going to call him Russ. I'm not going to give his last name. He was asking me the age-old question of dairy farmers. And give me 1 second here. Let me turn these lights on. There we go. The age-old question of every dairy farmer, every farmer known to man, the ones that have been asking the questions for years. How many cows can you have per acre or per hectare? And that is a question, like I said, has been intriguing farmers for years, because some people believe in grazing more than others, and some people believe in just giving them bales that you buy. So it all depends also on area, and it also depends on your soil composition, your growth, all that stuff. Like in the UK, I would assume that they get a little bit more rain, so their grasses are a little bit more fruitful. In the United States, there's part of the United States that we don't get much rain at all. Like up here in the East Coast, we do. Oops. Here he tries to drive us all into the wall. So it all depends on that. But a general rule of thumb for farm sim, and this is just for farm sim, is you want to go 1 cow per acre, because an acre is equal to 2.47 hectares. So a hectare is just a little over double what an acre is. So most of us farmers, we plan on using, we plan on having 1 cow per acre. So if you have 100 acres, as I explained to Russ in the comments, if you have 100 acres per hectare, or 100 acres, you can have 1 or 50 cows for 100 acres. But if you have 100 hectares, you can have 200 cows, because it's 1 per every 2 hectare. Understand? That's a little bit... Oh, I don't want that in there. I don't know why that's... I'm just going to do this. I got to go telehandlers. And we're going to get us that shovel. We're going to get the CSC multi-purpose bucket. It holds 3,000. And there she is. I also sold our liquid fertilizer, because our sprayer, because we're going to be using regular fertilizer. So this can be sold. Let's see if Fury can do this without crashing. Whew. Maybe not. There we go. That wasn't very realistic, but we got her in here anyways. Also, I had somebody comment in the... I'm just going to drive with my controller. In my comments, one of the subscribers that said, you don't drive with your pallet forks like this, because they would dangle. Well, the pallet forks that Dad owned were called Titan pallet forks, and if you want, I'll post a link in the description to the video of them. Get that straight. Sorry, everyone. And when you hooked them, they hooked down with levers that twisted down, so they were tight. They couldn't move. They were fixed. They were rated for, like, I think a little over between 2,000 and 3,000 pounds. Just a little over a ton. So they're not rated for a lot, but they didn't dangle at all. So I don't know what kind of pallet forks that person has that they dangle, but to me, and like I said, I've explained it in the comments, just because we did it a certain way and we had a certain piece of equipment doesn't mean everybody does. And so I have to put that disclaimer out there, so that it's, it's just out there. But we had the Titan ones, and they were pretty cool. They were red, and we didn't have a telehandler. We just had we had a skid steer, and we also had a front loader that we could hook the pallet forks on as well. Now, see how much this has grown in? This is pretty cool. Not gonna lie, getting more and more pet. But I don't know. We were always told to put the pallet forks down. Now you see how? Get up here. See if it'll let me stand on it. See how they hook over the edge? Okay, like that. There's a pin that goes through here that actually holds that on. And some of the ones you actually have to bolt them on. So they're fixed and they go up and down with the hydraulics. But some of them are actually fixed like with a bolt. and a pin. Ours had a pin that you pulled out, shink, and had a cotter pin on the end, so there was absolutely no way it could fall off. Because the reason why is if you're tilting your bucket like this to dump it out, it would fall on the ground. So that's why Dad was always like, put your pallet forks like this to drive so you're not stabbing the truck car in front of you. Now, I know that the bale spikes in the UK, they do it that way. But, like I said, that's just a disclaimer for me, personally, for the simple fact that that's how we did it. Like I said, doesn't necessarily mean that's how it was done, is done by everybody. I don't know if I picked any up or not. Why, yes I did. Put that right back in there. And so now we won't need the pallet forks until we go down. We got to buy some fertilizer and stuff first. But I got to get a different trailer to get some fertilizer. I told you guys last time I was going to hit that, didn't I? There. See how level I got that. There. Takes the pressure off of them. All right, so we got our cows cleaned now. We got them some water. Let's take our tractor over and get our silage. Let's get some light on this subject here. Oh, Fury's got to remember where he parked the silage thing. It feels like it's been forever since we fed the cows. There she is. There. I don't think there's anything in this. We're going to go back and have to hook up the pallet forks. Let's see how good that basketball. Nope. Ooh, that was dangerous. All right, so let's run back around here, hook up to our pallet forks, and come and get those couple of bales there. This thing sounds so cool. So I'm recording this on Saturday night. So I hope you guys are all prepared for your Halloween trick-or-treaters and anybody else who comes to your house. Things like that. I think it's going to be fun. We usually get inundated with a bunch of kids. All right. Let's go load up these couple of bales. I've got to get a different trailer to be able to hook. I like that little trailer, but I thought it was able to, yeah, see the pallet forks would go like that when I drive. But like I said, and I'm gonna drop it and not talk about it again. That doesn't mean that everybody does it that way. So that's just the way it is. Look at that. Nice sunrise. I don't think we're supposed to get a lot of rain. Get us a bale. And go up with this. I like that. Now that thing that told me how much was in, that's in the in-game settings. Sorry. The additional in-game settings. Sorry. Get thinking about what you got to do here. Up we go. Now, this may take more than 8,000 liters. And if that's the case, we're going to have to head down to the store and buy a new trailer and bring out some bales back with some pallets of fertilizer. Now, the other thing is, I would normally not use pallet forks to do bales with, especially silage bales. It will poke them. But it didn't matter if we ripped them because we're putting them into the mixer. This JCB is super sweet. All right, let's get these girls their food. They're probably dying. They're probably like, I want food. Now it should have. Yep, 8,000. This is quite a bit of a bigger mixer, so I'm going to have to make sure I take this a lot wider. Didn't I just say that? All right, Fury, let's... Well, I'm going to have to... Wow. I should be able to pull into there. See how much it takes for one day. There's 4,000. Ooh, 257 left. As I drive around, I'm going to have to open up the other gate next time. And, you know, I've hit that twice. This poor thing probably is never going to work again. All right, I got to get used to the bigger wagon over here, then over here. This Keenan is absolutely like twice the size of the other one. But the other one was so tall, remember? $257. That's nuts. So it takes. Let's pull out our handy dandy computer. Our computer, as I pull my head away from the mic. All right, so it takes 9,000 liters to fill them for the day. They must have had about 1,000. There was 8,000 here. They must have had about 2,000 left. So it takes 18,000 water. This is for 3-day seasons. So for 6-day seasons, it'd only be half of that. We've got 4,700 liters of slurry. So eventually I'm going to start using this up. We'll try to get it to about, let's see, 20 or 25,000 liters first before we pull it out onto a field. I think I can leave this open, right? And they won't come in. Okay, they can reach their heads through. Oh, it was open. I could have just drove through. Which I think I'm going to come around the corner next time so I can pull into here, go wide, and then come out the other side. That's what I'm going to do. So let's head down to the store. We'll buy the fertilizer spreader. We're going to buy the exact same spreader as this, except one's going to be for lime and one's going to be for fertilizer. This one's already for lime. So let's go buy another one for fertilizer, and we'll hook it up to the front. We'll buy one pallet, and then I think the next episode we will head down to the store with our telehandler, because I think we'll be, once we're fertilized with this field, we'll be all caught up. And I was looking on our gameplay stats, and we are at, let's say, 11 hours of gameplay. Let's see here. We should be pretty close. 10 hours and 51 minutes we've played. That's how long we played for the first day. And we're at 21 minutes so far. The other thing I want to ask you guys. Now, a couple of you had commented that time differences with the multiplayer server that I talked about. See, what I'm planning on doing is having a running server where you own your own farm, I own my own farm, and whoever's on it with us owns their own farm. It won't matter what time zone you're playing in, because you'll be able to come on whenever you want. The clock will never stop running. They have those for Farm Sim 19, and they had it for 17 as well, where they call it a live server. So basically you sign on and say that there's a disadvantage to it. Let me put a little disclaimer in there. Say you're busy with school or with work or whatever, and you say, oh, I'll pop on in the morning before I go to work or school or wherever, whatever you're doing, and I'll come on in the afternoon. Well, we have to remember that if you go off for 4 hours, you come back, the 4 hours has gone by in-game. So you'll want to make sure if you have animals that they're taken care of for the length of time that you are gone. It's going to be just like real life. Except it'll be Farm Sim. And so it won't matter if you're in Switzerland or Russia or UK or whatever. You come on when you want to come on, and if you happen to be on when I'm on, then you happen to be on when I'm on. And you'll run your farm. Now, there will be some rules to that, and one of the rules will be if you are inactive for 3 days straight, then I'll have to take you off the server. I'll have to sell your farm and that sort of thing. Not by choice, but because I want to make sure that it's fair. I don't want to... what's the word I'm looking for? Let's see. This should be fertilizer and lime. Okay, good. And then we'll go this one orange. And we'll go the design color orange. The green one will be for lime, and the orange one will be for... Go 10, and that's it. Let's see, attachers, trailer hitch. That I can hook up. I can actually hook up the trailer with that, I do believe. I think I can. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But right now we're going to buy it, and then we're going to buy a pallet because I don't want to run out of time. But anyway, so... that's where we're going to be at with the server. If you are inactive on the server for 3 days, I'm going to have to take you off. I figured, and then without contacting me, everybody will have my information. Go around here. Oops. Go closer. I looked up before. I'm just going to get away from this thing. I thought that PTO hooked up before. There it is. I knew it hooked up. There we go. We'll lower it down when we get up to the field. So, yeah, I just wanted to put that in there. Sorry, my brain froze there for a second. It's almost like Fury can't do two things at once. So, yeah, I want to make sure that we're on the same page with that. So, it'll be by... You guys can ask me to be on it. We'll have probably... the problem is I got to pick a map. And I don't know what the new maps for Farm Sim 22 are going to look like. But if there's no good maps, then we can always play it on Farm Sim 19. We just have to find a map like this one that's big enough that has several farms on it. Like 2 or 3 dairy farms. And we'll try to keep the people to 6 or 8. And then one last thing. Do you guys want me to turn the HUD on again so that you guys can see money and see all that stuff and see realistic speeds and stuff like that? That I'll leave up to you guys. Just make sure you let me know in comments. Otherwise, I'm going to leave the HUD off. I think for realism purposes, you don't have a HUD in real life. But I'm willing to turn it on. It'll also save me an issue with... I can come on if it's an even amount of time and say, oh, we can play until it's 10:30 in the morning, and then come back at 10:30 and we can play till 11, in game. And that's my 30-minute videos. I try to keep them, like I said, 30 to 35 minutes tops. Now let's first of all see... This should take another level, right? Oh, yeah, I see dark, and then light. Okay, this should take another level. Don't ask me how it's going to look, or vice versa. Never did this before. I mean, I've done it. I've used it before, but... Oh, you know what? There we go. We'll turn the thing down. It may not even register. Okay. Let's see something here. Nope. Okay, so that's the level of fertilizer we get till we seed. Good. We can take this back and we can head back down the farm. I don't want to drive on this. There we go. But yes, so I researched it, and like I said, I will post a video, a link to the video in the description of this actually working. I was shocked. I was like, and all you have to do is go on YouTube and put in front-mounted fertilizer spreader, and it comes up with a whole bunch of different videos. There was one farmer that had one hooked to a huge tractor that was putting lime down, spreading lime, but it, instead of it spraying like out like crazy, he had it where it was spraying like straight down. It was kind of neat. So like I said, don't worry about the server part of it and worrying about the time that you're on. Like, I know that the time everybody was worried about, well, what happens if I'm in the UK and that's different time, or what happens if I'm in Russia or it's different time, or anywhere else it's a different time in the United States. I'm going to set up the server, like I said, that is a running server. It's a live server. So you come on when you want to come on, and you play when you want to come on and play. And if it happens to be at the same time that we're playing, I'm almost positive you're going to run into other people. And I know that that's what people are worried about, is they want to... Where's my turn? This is all overgrown now. It's hard to find my turn. It's awesome. So the next episode, we're going to head down to the farm, or the store again, and we're going to get us a new bale trailer. I'll look in the in-game. One that'll hook up to my telehandler. And so that we can take the telehandler down load up some bales. In fact, I may go the big bag handler because that's super realistic as well. And like the one I was using on my onions for my pallets, just makes you doing pallets a lot easier. Might even make doing bales a lot easier. We'll put this away and then we'll wrap this bad boy up, and it's 6:33 in the morning. Sun's coming up. So now we got the front cultivator there. So got to get my button right. The green one, you see the green one over there? Same fertilizer spreader, except that's going to be for lime. So we'll have to remember that. And then this one, I'm going to park it in there, but I got to get it square. All right, park the tractor and we'll wrap this up. Where did we want to park this? We're going to be coming right back out again with something, so put her right in here for tonight. We're not using these. Oh, you know what? Next episode, I'll pull these two and put them in here. Put them side by side in there. All right. All right, all right, all right. We did it again. All right, so we finished. We don't have to fertilize, but we got our cows fed. We got our cows watered. We got our cows clean. Let's make sure. Before I wrap it up. Yep. Cleanliness 100%. Water, they've used almost 100 water already. And almost 100 hay and silage. These girls are eating crazy. And we went down to the store. We bought ourselves a new front spreader. And we got a front mounted cultivator and a front mounted lime spreader. And a front mount. This is going to be cool. I'm going to try like heck to have an entire farm of front mounted stuff just so it's kind of cool. And without further ado, as always, as I end my videos, it's a window. Neat. Look out for yourselves, look out for each other, and most importantly, look out for each other's families. It's important. And please enjoy the night, the day, the weekend, whenever you're watching this. And please like, subscribe, and share. Double up on everything I say. That's funny. But please just enjoy, relax. It's fun. We're going to have a lot more fun on this. Thanks for all the comments. Thanks for all the views. I love each and every one of you, and I will catch each and every one of you on the flip side.